Wow, everybody, one more week has already gone by, and here we are doing the Northwest, which includes Washington and Oregon. So these are the wines that we're going to be featuring this week. What makes these wines a little bit different from Napa Valley, and from, I should say, pretty much from anywhere in California, is a lot of these wines are a little bit leaner. Where these wines come from, it's a little bit cooler climate. They are more European in style. Oregon specializes in Pinot Noir, and Washington specializes in Merlot and Syrah. So I'm going to walk you through these wines. In fact, let's just get started now with the Boomtown. This here is a Pinot Gris that's put out by Dusted Valley Wines. This comes out of Washington State in Columbia Valley. It's 100% Pinot Gris, 100% stainless steel. It's got these notes of like this pink apple, white peach, and some Asian pear with really good acidity. I love how this wine goes with food. Speaking of which, smoked meats, smoked white meats, creamy pastas. This is where you want to go with this wine. So for those of you that are kind of switching over more into that summer to fall food, this is a great wine. Cheers. So Washington State has really jumped into the game with some great rosés. They're a serious contender now, making bone-dry rosés. This is put out by Seven Hills, Columbia Valley, Washington, once again, and also some of the food also comes from Walla Walla. 84% Cabernet Franc, 8% Petit Verdot, and 8% Malbec. It's got this. It's reminiscent of lilac, grapefruit, some fresh herbs. Once again, bone dry, a delicious food wine. For those of you that are still hanging on to summer, go ahead and drink this. And speaking of Oregon Pinot Noirs, this is a great example of the style of Pinot Noir that Oregon is putting out. This comes from Jovino. This is their 2014. It comes out of Willamette Valley. French oaked, 9 months in 100% French oak, as Pinot Noir should be. It's got these really nice, pretty strawberry notes, a very dry palate. It's tart. It's more Burgundian. And remember, I was saying earlier that a lot of these wines are more reminiscent of Europe of old world wines than wines out of California. And I think this is a perfect example of something that could possibly be confused with some French Pinot Noir, some Burgundy. So out of Mattawa, Washington, we have the Casa Smith 2014 Sangiovese. It comes from the Waluki Slope, and I just really love this wine. There's something, this is a new label that we're bringing in. It's 100% Sangiovese, 41 days on the skins, and the only reason I'm bringing that up is because that's unusually high for wine to be macerating with the skins. 35% new French oak, 12 months on new oak. I'm sorry, let me back up. When I said it's high, because normally they go 2 to 4 weeks, but this is a full 10 days above the highest point that you normally see. But it's reminiscent of savory herbs. It's got this really nice, elegant vanilla, which I'm a huge fan of, and I just love the way how soft this wine is. And it's a great food wine. I think a lot of you are really going to enjoy this. Okay, next up, we have got the brown. This is the 2012 Merlot. This comes out of Columbia Valley. Remember, I was saying how much Columbia Valley or Washington really specializes in Merlot and Shiraz or Syrah. But this is a real good example of that. It's 100% Merlot, 50% new French oak, of which that 50% new French oak went to a combination of French American oak. So that's why this has a big vanilla note to it. And then the rest of it is 50% used French oak, 25 months on oak, which is almost unheard of. But it works really well in this wine. It's got these soft, smoky notes. So once again, if you're gonna smoke meats or grilled meats, it goes great. It's got that Santa Rosa plum, which is reminiscent of good Merlot. It's got this spiced chutney, which is just from the French oaking, and then just has this really nice minty quality to it. And I really think that this is a wine that is very complex, and you're gonna hopefully find all those notes when you try this wine. And next up is the Abasela. This is the 2012 Fiesta, which is 100% Tempranillo, done out of Umpqua Valley, which is in southern Oregon. And there isn't a lot of Tempranillo that's grown in this region, and I still think that Oregon is trying to find the right place for it. But I think this is a pretty good example of what better Tempranillo from that area comes, or what it's supposed to be like. It's a great food wine, so it has a little bit of grip. So for those of you that like steak with your wine, this is a real good way to go, especially ribeyes. 60% French oak, 33% American oak, of which 4% is new. And a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, really? Does 4% really make a difference?" Yes, it does. And if we had tried this wine without any new French oak, you would be able to tell the difference. But it definitely creates a little bit more grip and a little bit more full body and a little bit more toasty, because the notes on this are mocha, French vanilla, and that mocha is coming straight from the French oak. But I would enjoy this with, I would have it with smoked meats, I would have it with roasted meats, with braised meats, and anything that's grilled. I think this is a great option. So I hope you enjoy this tasting. We absolutely love it. I was just thinking we really hit a home run on this, but I hope all of you think as well. Cheers. You guys, we are so happy. Everybody knows Heidi, right? We are so happy to have you back, Heidi. I never thought I'd be able to do another video with you, so here we are. Tell us what's coming up on Wine Club.
Wine Club, it's second weekend in September, the 10th and 11th. I'm selecting some really fabulous wine, so y'all come down on Saturday and Sunday, pick up your boxes of wine, and if you're not a member yet,
you better become one.
Walk, don't run.
Yeah, and we've been tasting some of these wines with Heidi, and I gotta tell you, I'm really excited about this tasting because I think she's gonna bring a lot of great wines to our circle of friends. Coming up, we have got the Old World wine tasting class that starts September 12th for 5 weeks. It goes through October. We've been tasting wines for going on 2 or 3 weeks now, and once again, we're gonna really showcase some good value wines as well as some really high-end wines that all of you are really going to enjoy.
Ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, ridiculously expensive, and we're going to have just some really good people that are also going to be helping us along with this European Old World wine tasting. And we've got live music coming up on September 20th. Am I right, Christine? August 20th. We've got music coming in, and then what else, honey?
August 20th, there's going to be live music, not September 20th. August 20th. Mark your calendars.
That is right. And then, I can't think of anything else that we have coming on, do we? Oh, no, I do want to mention in December, I'm sorry, honey. In December, we are going to have our high-end tasting that Christine is still working on. She's going to bring those wines. And honestly,
what about your weekly wine tasting? What's coming up? I got inquiring minds want to know.
Okay, well, we do have European royalty coming up, and then we're going to have, of course, the Labor Day wine tasting.
Fabulous.
Okay? You guys, honestly, I'm just so overwhelmed and so happy that Heidi's here. So,
well, yeah, as the former owner and People's Choice winner of the Chili Cook-Off, let me remind
yes,
y'all.
exactly. And former CEO, president, what other chief?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Dimas Wine Shop, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes. Now I'm just on the board of whatever.
Thank you, Heidi, so much for coming in and tasting with us and doing this video today.
Well, cheers to that.
Cheers to you. Are you going to drop the mic?
Oh, yeah. Boom.
Drop it, baby.